Hey guys, it's Nick the Booksmith. Welcome back, welcome back. So, as promised, before I popped that baby book in the mail, I wanted to show that to you. And I was gonna go ahead and show you a book I made for a friend of mine that took a trip to India and Sri Lanka. And so I'm not exactly sure if she's gonna use it like a journal or if it's gonna be more of like a photo album. Because she wanted to keep, she has a bunch of photos she wants to, put together. So what I did is I made her some washi tape, and it is a map of India. I mean, you could probably put it back together, right? It's a map of India, and so this she can cut these up, snip these up, and make and put her pictures in. My brain will engage. It will, at some point, it really will work. I think it's this one. I think it's because I'm trying to do, more than one thing at once, which is not always a good idea for me. Here we go. Boop. And there. So it's probably cattywampus, but there is India. All right, so I cut it into 1-inch strips, so she can use this however. And I did use the transparent mailing label, the full sheet Avery mailing labels, which are fantabulous. So I got those, and then I also punched out for her some little map page tabs. So I was gonna glue that on there. I mean, she'll know what they are, though. I guarantee you, she's gonna know what those are. So this is her book, and like I said, because she went to India, on the front I put a pashmina, and it's got beautiful rusts and golds and teals, and then like a bricky red in there. And so I thought that was really pretty. And this is some silk sari with one of the Tim Holtz little tab plates. And then I made kind of a, I don't know, what'd you call it? It's like an anklet, but it's not for your ankle, it's for your book, so it's a booklet with a little Indian elephant there and a book plate. And I made it so that she could take out the paper if she wanted to, so you can get in there and get that paper out. And then on the spine, I just put a piece of fabric that is part of, this is one of my Boonflower fabrics, and this one is one of the woven rugs, antique woven rug kind of like design, but it's all kind of worn, and I just thought that was really pretty. She wanted golds and reds and teals, and so I just thought that was perfect. And the book itself, the base of the book is like a mossy, sagey green, so I thought it went real well with this this fabric. And then also it kind of tied in with the little pashmina. It's very colorful, but that's okay. So on the inside, basically, I mean, this is going to be the quickest flip through in history, because I did use some of my hand marble paper. I put a little date label up there so she could put the date that they went. I put a little onion skin protector over the title page, which I just put a journal label. And then the whole book is this beautiful, it's like a dovey gray almost, but it's not as heavy as cardstock, but it's not light like paper. It's like a linen paper. And I thought it would be fantabulous to put photos on or journal on, either way. It's sturdy enough for photos, but also not too hefty, not to journal on, and add other things too. So there's lots of pages. And then I made a bookmark out of some of the pashmina, and there is a ribbon that goes across the front that has, different words for traveling. So I just kind of sewed that onto the top. And that's the back. So that'd be a nice little bookmark in case she's working on it and she wants to save her spot, then it can get put in there. And then in the back, of course, is more of the hand marble paper, my label down here, and then this is a little library card pocket and a little card. So in case she loans it out, she can, you know, she can keep the card, know who she loaned it out to, and they can document so they get their stuff back. You know, you don't want to loan something out and then never get it back. So that is this one for Tracy. So I hope she likes that. All right, and then the baby book. I ended up covering it with fabric as well. Stick this out of the way. I'm running out of room. So I put my bee fabric on it, also from Spoonflower. I ordered fabric, well, it's been several months ago, and I don't know, just hadn't gotten the chance to use it, and so I pulled that out, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to do that. So this is my Bumblebaby book, and I think it goes well. No matter what they name the baby, whether it's a boy or a girl, no matter what colors, because it's kind of a neutral palette. I mean, these are kind of golden yellows, but it's neutral. And then I made a cabinet card on the front, and the verbiage I got down here, I got from the Graphics Fairy, from the premium membership site. She's got some cabinet cards in there. So I printed out the label that I wanted, and then I layered everything together with this oval cutout frame, and I put a book plate with some old ledger paper, and this also you can take in and out. And then I put like a gold, like a little plaque behind that. Isn't that a sweet little baby? Sweet, sweet baby. And this too, she does not have to keep this baby. You totally leave it in there because the baby's adorable, but you can also change it out because it's open on this side. So you probably have to stick some skinny tweezers in there because your big old paws aren't going to fit in there. But I had to use tweezers to get the picture in. But oh my goodness, that baby. Okay. So inside of here, I just did some end pages with some nursery and children's story images from the very, very early 1900s, like 1905. So just a menagerie of cute images in here, kind of to tell the story, what the theme of the book is. More onion skin over the title page, so they can put the baby's name in there if they'd like. And then basically I just made up some journal pages with white backgrounds that had images from those books with little snippets of the stories that that was in for that image, for each image. I also used parchment paper, just stationary parchment from, from like Staples and, that kind of stuff. Let's see. There's also some book pages in here. There's a few scrapbook papers. And let's see what else is in here. This is a book page, of course. But they're all pretty much full-size pages, pretty much. I did put in some like spiral notebook paper because it was in this beautiful vanilla color. So I just threw that in as well. But here's Mary's lamb. There's Mary. So I figured this would be, even though it's a little more plain, which I actually love. I have no problem with plain. It still has enough interest throughout the book that it will look nice to, put pictures around, some of the stories or, whatever. Just kind of decorate around what you see. I just used a little half page here from a quote book, famous quotes. here is the Raggedy that we made the other day, and I went ahead and I extended it a little bit because I had made it a little bit too narrow. So I took a piece of the paper that I had gotten that tab from, and I just basically made it just a little bit wider so that it sticks in there, but the butterfly wings still stick out. You know, hindsight. Hindsight. Oh, and if you hear any racket, it's thundering outside, so you might hear some booms. Look at this one. Little birds and the little babies in the nest on top of the tree, and look how cool that font looks. I don't know. So I printed this on like a lightweight vanilla cardstock. And this is from like a first grade reader book. But I didn't do any sewing, or I didn't do pockets or anything like that, because I figured, you know, it's a baby book, and if she wants to, you know, washi tape something onto a page or something like that, she might not want all the extra stuff in the way. I love this one. This one is an illustration of Hiawatha, and then this is the whole story here on this side. I love that story. It's by Longfellow. And two little girls and an apple tree. And there is a little, as much as I don't like spiders, I thought that was a really cute picture with a little story. And a horse in a high rise. This is a children's book from, like, I don't know, 1950. I don't know, it had some really cute pictures in it. So anyway, that is this book, and I left a little extra room in the back. I left a little extra space so that I could fit this pocket. And it's got my label on it, but what this pocket is, it's just a little folder for some extra things inside for her to decorate with. So I put some flashcards. I put 20 and 19, since the baby's gonna be born here in a little bit. And then I put this little card so that she could, you know, glue or tape or something this somewhere in the front if she wanted. And this is just some extra paper. And then in here, this is one of the glassine that I made out of the painter's masking paper. And then inside I put a bunch of like little captions that she can put on pages or under pictures or whatever. And you know, she may not ever use them all. So there's a bunch in here that she can look through these and see which ones she gets pictures, or maybe she just wants to take a note of something. They didn't get a picture of it, but they just, you know, they noted it. And so that she can use those captions for, and then I just made this little envelope out of that glassine. And then on here, I just made some little page tabs, and they're just like this one. So I put a bunch in this little envelope so that she could make her own notations, however she wants to separate the book. If she wants to separate it into, you know, either months or whatever. I guess it depends on how quickly you fill it up. Maybe it's going to be like every 3 months or something. It's probably more often at first. At least it was with my kiddo. It was more often at first when they're doing all the first things. So anyway, so that is in the back so that she has like a little, you know, like a little folio to keep everything in so that she can decorate. But as you can see, I left a ton of room. Like a ton of room. I wanted her to be able to fill this out without it getting alligator mouth. So if you lay it down flat, it folds, you know, pretty skinny on this end, because but there's still how many pages? Like 170 pages. So I mean, lots and tons of room as far as pages go, but then I left room in between too. So hopefully that will work out well as far as that goes. So that is that, as they say, is that. I was trying to find a place to put the, now I'm going to have to, like, you know, overanalyze where it goes, because this is what I do. I think, okay, so when you're going through the book, you don't want to cover up a page that has something cool on it. So I try to find like a page that doesn't have anything on it, so that I can lay it in there so it won't cover. Isn't that dumb? That's just dumb, because nobody cares. They're going to move it all over the place. Oh, it's just my brain. That's all right. I know you guys are the same way. And then this one too, I left a lot of room, because pictures take up, they take up a lot of space. They really bulk up a book really quickly. So, all right, well, that is just the quick little video today. I just wanted to show that to you before I, you know, throw these in the mail and get those off to family and friends. And yeah, so I guess that's it for today. But I will be back really soon. I got some fun projects. I got a little something that I'm almost finished with working with that I wanted to, you know, a little freebie for everybody that I thought would be super fun. And I guess that's it for this moment. Well, it's only Monday, so, you know, there's all kinds of things that may happen this week. All right, guys, I hope everybody is safe and having a good week, and I will see you really, really soon in the next video. Bye, guys.